Alright, so, normally I'm not a man of many words or anything like that, but this whole Trayvon thing has me extremely tight. And, I was thinking about the whole hoodie thing, and it dawned on me, like, even if he didn't have a hoodie, he still would have got gunned down. And the crazy thing about it, like, in thinking about that, my skin is my hoodie. It's crazy that they could shoot us, they could do racial profiling, and like it seriously has me infuriated. Like I think about even I could be suited up. I'm in corporate America. I could have a master's degree. I could have a doctorate. I could be super intelligent. I could have my financial state in order, and I will, because I'm black, because you're brown, you'll still be seen like somebody that has a hood on or a hoodie on, and it's just crazy. I think about that. Was reading about Emmett Till. It's just like I'm super frustrated with this. Like even in thinking about some of the stuff I experienced in corporate America. Part of my language, but I got called a bitch twice. And one time in particular, I remember going. I didn't even do nothing. I didn't even respond to one incident just because. First and foremost, I'm black, and the people in leadership aren't. So, for me, I just brushed it off. And I got pulled in the office by the senior manager at that time and the individual who made the statement. And they actually told me, or tried to convince me that, the individual meant it in a good way. So he said something along the lines that, get the documents to Terrell because he'd be bitching and complaining about the work all the time. And these guys sat in the office and told me that they meant it in a good way. I'm like kind of almost like outraged by the racism. Anytime somebody could get in the president's face and point their finger, anytime I guess in Barnes and Nobles they could have his book and monkeys next to him, it's just crazy. And for us, we should be outraged. I'm not outraged on Twitter, not outraged on Facebook, not changing our profile pictures or anything like that. We have to become like more serious about this. It's good to send a tweet, sign a petition, but if we look at what was done during the civil rights movement, they actually showed up, they organized, they did stuff. We can't sit back and do this. And even in thinking about it, their community was stronger then. Like I look at the foolishness they post online. So now I'm looking at websites like WorldStarHipHop, and them posting highlights of the fights of the week. So now you see black teens and Hispanic teens beating each other's brains out, and that's supposed to be cool. And then in the background of the videos, you hear the kids yelling out "World Star, World Star." This is extremely outrageous. So not only are they looking at us like animals, we're treating each other like animals. We beat each other up, we shoot each other, and it's like a double whammy. We need to stop the foolishness. We need to put the guns down, put the knives down, put the alcohol down, put the weed down, put the drugs down. You had your fun. Let's get serious about this, because at any given point, the people in power could do anything they want to us because we're not organized. We're not together. We're not a community right now. So I'm just usually I don't get super emotional or super angry about stuff. For most people that know me, they know I'm pretty laid back. But I just been, for the last few days, I've been sitting around tight about this. not only can they assassinate us, but they could also assassinate our character because they're in power. So what does this mean? We have to, not only do we have to be organized, but now we also have to be super educated, super intelligent. We can't forget the past because even, and me thinking about some of the stuff that has happened in the past, like I admit sometimes I'm oblivious to some of the stuff that happened in the past. So, I recently was talking about the Tuskegee experiment. So now, I'm learning, the history behind that. And, like, they're giving black men syphilis. And not telling them. And I think it was 400 to 600 black. So now you have a whole section of people spreading diseases. And this was in when was this?
The 30s through the 70s.
The 30s through the 70s. This is outrageous. We can no longer treat ourselves like this. We can no longer disrespect our women. We have to unite behind stuff like this because if not, they could just gun us down. They could deny us of jobs. They could do whatever they want because we're not an organized group. So wherever you're at, if there are rallies, I implore you to show up. Send messages out. Do everything you can because this injustice is going on way too much and it's way too crazy. And we have to educate ourselves and also take care of ourselves.